Good morning, y'all. Oh, if you can hear the tired in my voice, it's because jet lag is still set in pretty intensely. I am back, week off of patrol, hanging out with you guys on this Monday. And we have a deadline coming up. And it's not the end of the month. It's not time to pay the bills or anything like that. But we have a deadline coming up that is talking about the Real ID compliance. It's been in effect for a long time. Everybody has just beat the information over everyone's head, but yet there are still people out there that probably are not ready for it. And I'm talking about on the state of Florida's website, and they even have a countdown happening, going on, and we're about 8 days and change away. But over at the Florida Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles website, we're about 8 days, not 8 hours, that'd be a mess. 8 hours, 8 days, 15 hours away for you to be Real ID compliant. And if you head over to the website, it's got all the information, pretty much of what we're going to talk about inside of Results 1 today. And welcoming in the truck, I have Rebecca Haddock from the Seminole County Tax Collectors in here. Man, I picked the wrong road to go down. This is full of cars. My goodness. But I have Rebecca Haddock from the Seminole County Tax Collectors office. Rebecca, good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
And it was really funny for you guys. I got back this weekend and I was like, I have no interview set up. I text Rebecca yesterday. I go, hey, you want to do an interview with me talking about Real ID compliance? And she's just like, sure, Steve, I'll help you out. Mm-hmm. But this is kind of, you guys do a lot of promotion within a government organization. I don't think a lot of people understand some of the teams that are in place in order for you guys to get your information out. Yep. So like police departments have a communications team. The property appraiser, they have somebody. The tax collector, for people to find out. It's not like the tax collector sitting there pushing out the information. Because tax collector J.R. Kroll got other stuff to do.
Correct.
And has a team in place. You are that team.
Yep, it's me.
Talk to me a little bit about what you're really kind of responsible for.
Yeah, so like you mentioned, my name is Rebecca. I'm the Public Relations Coordinator for the Seminole County Tax Collector's Office. So I do a wide array of things from managing our social media. So if you're not following us on Facebook or Instagram,
boom,
at Seminole County TC.
TC.
No dots, no periods, no nothing, no spaces, just at Seminole County TC. That's us, our official pages on Facebook and Instagram.
You're plugging on my platform
Absolutely.
here.
So I'll, post graphics, information on there. I've also posted a few times about the Real ID deadline coming up on May 7th. So I handle that, any community partnerships.
So you guys are the proactive arm, because it is ultimately, and if you guys know, I promote self-responsibility and people taking care of their stuff. But you guys are the department that proactively reminds people of what you offer, when deadlines are approaching for the state, and basically different resources that you guys have. Because, heck, I learned from you guys about the kiosks.
Yeah.
I think it's the coolest thing in the world. You can walk into Publix and just renew your tag, kind of thing. And you guys also then promote new initiatives and stuff like that. Anything new that you guys have currently going on?
New initiatives. Well, something that's really exciting. You work with them very closely.
Oh, yeah?
and DeMont Foundation.
Talk to
shout
me.
out.
Yeah.
We are excited to partner with them to spread the word on impaired driving and how that affects
everybody. And if you're walking into the tax collector's office, there's a good chance that driving was a part of that. So
exactly.
Always good stuff there. So we are 8 days, 15 hours or so. I make it sound like it's the apocalypse, but away from becoming Real ID compliant mandatory. I know what it is. It's been in effect for years. We have given people plenty of opportunity. What is Real ID compliance?
Yeah. So Real ID compliance is basically on your ID, If you have a gold star on the upper right-hand corner,
Right.
that means that you are already Real ID compliant, no worries. But this gold star means that your ID complies with federal standards
Okay.
for basically,
Like that.
yeah, right there, sorry, words,
No, yeah, but it's basically a new standard that's not being put in by the state.
Yeah.
You guys are getting a federal mandate.
It is a federal mandate, so it's mandated across all states.
Okay.
So you're going to need it to fly domestically.
So it could cause issues.
Yes.
If you don't have this star.
Yes.
What would a resident need if I've got Seminole County, we'll use you as an example.
Mm-hmm.
What would a Seminole County resident need if they were to look in their driver's license right now and they realize they don't have that star?
Mm-hmm.
What are they going to need to bring in order to get that star? Because they're also going to get a new driver's license number when they come in.
Yep.
See, I'm
that is
working
also
it all
something
together.
That's brand new.
Yep.
Yes. So I brought with me here, we have these nifty brochures. You can find them at our branches. We also have them online. So if you go to seminolecounty.tax, in the main menu under motor vehicles, driver's license ID, you can print out this same brochure, and there is a nifty little checklist on the back of it that tells you exactly what you need to bring. So you'll need one original or certified copy of primary identification. So, for example, your birth certificate.
Okay.
It has to be issued from the Department of Vital Statistics.
That's such a pain, isn't it?
Yes.
But you guys offer that, don't you?
We do, but it's down right now.
Okay,
so
but still, it's all right. You got 8 days to get it up and running.
So, yes, a lot of people come with hospital birth certificates.
Okay, and that's not allowed.
Not accepted. So please.
Like the footprint from back in the day?
Yes.
Not a thing.
Not a thing.
Okay.
Although it's very cute, and we love that.
So what happens if someone doesn't have their birth certificate?
So
what else would work? Is there anything outside of that? And she's got her pamphlet, and that's why it's perfect. No, that's perfect because people need to check.
Yeah. So valid passport or passport card.
Okay.
Consular report of birth abroad.
Okay.
Certificate of naturalization or certificate of citizenship.
Boom. So these are good documents to have. And this is why I always recommend too. Like you get a passport, get the passport card. It's so easy to have that, and it's an extra form of government ID. So they'll need that. And what else?
So you will also need proof of Social Security.
Okay.
Original certified copy of name change documents.
So if you got married or something,
Yes.
or if you were like Jason Bourne, something happened, you had to switch out.
Correct.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then a special note about that as well. If you change your name multiple times throughout the years, please bring documentation that shows the chain of names that proves basically who you are. That's another issue that we kind of run into.
There's people out there like that?
Yes. we all have a
What
story.
do you guys
know?
do for a living? Like, my goodness. All right.
And
so you got to bring the order of which they happen. You got to bring all the documentation
proof
of that.
all the chain of names, just to be safe. Florida's pretty good about that, but I know across other states it might not be such a clean experience.
Okay.
So, yeah, very important. And then 2 different acceptable proofs of address.
So, like a bill?
It could be a utility bill.
Okay.
It has to be dated within 60 days.
Gotcha. So I'm not bringing like last summer's phone bill or something
like FPL
that.
or something.
Got it. Okay.
And another
There's
thing.
more.
Yes. Please print them.
So you need these
We
tangible.
need them tangibly. Yes. It's also noted on our brochure. We ask you, please print them and bring them to the office. It, when you come in, you technically.
That's a big deal to know, though, because in my head, I'm thinking I have my insurance and my FPL bill on my phone. I can just show it to you. No.
It
print
must
it out.
be printed.
So I got to make a Staples or an Office stop before I get to you guys.
Yeah.
Do you have a printing facility available?
You can email it to us and we'll print it.
Help you out a little bit.
But sometimes that'll just make
Slow the
your
process.
experience a lot longer. So we want to help you out, get you in and out as quickly, efficiently as possible. So if you come prepared with all of those documents already printed,
You have a better experience,
Yes.
and you don't have to talk smack about, the DMV. And meanwhile, you're not really the DMV, but that's the name we all kind of use at the same time. Now, why is this even happening?
So
Because people are going to complain,
Yes.
Oh, well, another thing to do, another security thing, but there is a reason why this is happening. Why is this happening?
So basically, this Congress passed this in 2005 from the 9/11 Commission's recommendation to follow a set of standards for federally issued identification cards, such as driver's license, ID. So this is all for safety and security. Just another step to basically show that I am who I say I am, without a reasonable doubt.
So it's just another layer of security.
Yes.
So anytime,
Keep us
when all of a sudden, hey, there's a new Florida driver's license coming out, and it's got an extra hologram here or this there, it's simply another layer of security.
Yep.
Awesome. Will it prevent me at some point from getting on a plane?
Potentially. You will definitely
Guys, she was crystal clear about that. Crystal clear. So talk to me about that. So you're saying if it comes mid-June and I go to try to get on a plane and I'm not ID compliant, that TSA agent could refuse me through security.
Yes, or you're going to have to go through another verification process. They'll have to step you aside and try to verify who you are. So it's just going to make things a little slower. So yeah, if you don't have the real ID, the star on your ID, and you're flying domestically, bring your passport with you. That's what I would recommend, just to avoid any issues. But
I travel with my passport all the time
Really?
anyway, just because you just never know, and no one can question a passport.
That's true.
They can be like, oh, I don't know about that. No, I got a passport.
You got a passport.
Federal ID kind of thing. Leave me alone. So real quick, guys, if you're just joining us, I have Rebecca from the Seminole County Tax Collector's Office, and we're about 8 days away from everyone being required to be Real ID compliant. And what that means is basically extra layers of security to confirm who you are. It's going to require you to have a star in the top right portion of your driver's license, like you see right there, that nice little gold star. If you do not have that, then you are not Real ID compliant, and we're 8 days away from that being required. So Rebecca, like you said, we are requiring you to bring in now certain forms of information. So either a certified birth certificate from Vital Statistics.
Yes.
If you don't have that, a passport, your natural citizen identification, things like that. You also said mail, right?
Yeah, so you just need 2 different proofs of acceptable residential address.
Of where you're living.
Yes, and one of those could be utility bill, mortgage, lease agreement.
And your social
deed,
security card.
Social security card.
And the biggest mistake people are going to make about this is they're not going to what? When they show up, they're going to have it on their phone.
On their phone. So please print them for our office. We just need to keep record of it. We got to scan it through. So that's going to make your experience quick and efficient.
Appreciate you joining me early on a Monday on our first day back. But guys, May 7th, we're 8 days away. Make sure you're Real ID compliant. I have been ID compliant for a long time. I made sure I did that real quick. Could slow you down for security checks, and I know summer's right around the corner and you do not want that to happen. So head to your local tax collector. If you hop on Seminole County Tax Collector's webpage, they're going to have the exact same information that's required across the board. And if you're a Seminole County resident, make sure you're hopping on their websites and their social media pages, because they're going to keep you updated on this information, because they've been letting you know. I've seen it on their social media. There's no excuse, and afterwards then you just blame yourself. So, is what it is. You can't complain to them. How about that? So you guys have a great Monday. Thank you, ma'am, for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And head to clickorlando.com for more information. We'll talk to you guys later. See ya.